What's good? We back. This is about to play more. Told you guys I'm piggyback off the last video, and I'm asking this Mikey Garcia, the cherry picker. You guys know I like Mikey Garcia. I was telling you guys Garcia was going to put Adrian Broner out of his misery. Leading up to that fight, a lot of you guys told me I was crazy. A lot of you guys, like Troy King said, Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia ain't never fought a guy like Adrian Broner. He was talking all this riffraff and stuff like that, But, you got to look at the facts, though, man. He won the title at 35, okay? Versus Denchinian. Now, Denchinian was supposed to face Jorge Linares, but Jorge Linares dug Denchinian according to Lou DiBella and Mikey Garcia's team. So that's how Mikey Garcia got the opportunity so quick, got the layoff. And moving up to a new weight class. So after winning that title, where Mikey Garcia, could have seeked out another fight at lightweight, he could have fought. I think Roberts Jr. just got crowned champion. Linares was already champion, obviously. Or he could have did something like that at 35. He chose to move up to 140, not for a title. Not to fight one of the titleists. He didn't try to get in between Ndago and Crawford. He didn't try to fight Crawford. He didn't try to fight Ndago. He wanted Adrian Broner. He picked Adrian Broner. Obviously, they're in the same network with PBC. Obviously, you could just a phone call away to make it with Al. He had to deal with Bob Arum for Terrence Crawford or whoever the hell Julius Ndago was managed by or, promoted by at the time. That is true. But he picked Adrian Broner. Out of all the people, that's who he chose to pick at 140. Because not only did he know Adrian Broner's weaknesses and he was limited and he really was just whack at that point, He knew he was going to be Adrian Broner. A lot of you fans didn't believe it because y'all don't know shit about shit, whoever was thinking otherwise, or you just didn't do your due diligence on Mikey Garcia. But he did. He picked Adrian Broner for a reason. He knew that Adrian Broner had that crossover talent and was going to get his popularity to another level, coming off the layoff. So then after that, now he's picking Sergey Lipinets, a guy who most people see as a paper champion. Shout out to my boy BC at True School Sports. Don't always agree with him, but I agree with him on this one. Lipinets is a paper champion. He's a guy that got a vacant belt off the strength of Crawford moving up, Cool. But did Mikey Garcia try to fight Terry Flanagan for his belt? Did he petition to be ranked by the WBO for Maurice Hooker or Terry Flanagan? Even if the WBC, let's say hypothetically, the WBC said, okay, Regis Progress, we need you. We need a guy like you to fight for our title. Mikey Garcia, do you want to fight Regis Progress for the vacant WBC title? I'm just saying a hypothetical. Do you guys believe Mikey Garcia would have took a fight with Regis Progress? A guy with a reputation for big punching. I know a lot of you guys don't believe in him just yet, and I don't either. I'm just saying, when he took that low risk type fight, that high risk and low reward type fight for the WBC title, I don't think so. And a lot of people feel that he built the 135-pound division, because now he's ducking Lomachenko, now he's ducking Jorge Linares and Roberts Jr. Now he's ducking that division. Now it's getting thick. He's going to 140, where most people, look at 135. Now it's getting hot. It's deeper than 140. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But a lot of people see him belling from 135. All of a sudden, now that Lomachenko is potentially moving up, and people want to talk about him and Lomachenko. Even though he called Lomachenko out, nobody really thought Mikey Garcia was gonna fight Vasily Lomachenko or Terrence Crawford because of the Bob Arum ties. So, at the end of the day, it seems that he's moving up pretty fast. He only had a handful of fights at 35, going to 40. He was also trying to cherry pick with old Cotto and moving up in weight. But most people didn't look at it as a cherry pick. But the way Cotto looked that night, Mikey probably could have got him at 54. You know what I'm saying? And, he is. He's picking his way. Is he picking the toughest cherries? He picking tough cherries. I wouldn't say Lipinets is a walkover. I could envision Lipinets beat Mikey Garcia. I really can. He's a good puncher. He's a good fighter. Just limited in experience right now on a professional level. But I would favor Mikey Garcia. I'm not saying this dude is the Adrian Broner cherry picking and picking the right cherries, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely picking his way and picking his fights at each division the way he wants it. And it's kind of fishy now that Linares shows up to be a threat and Lomachenko's moving 35. That he says that if they fight each other, I only got one more fight at 35, and it's going to be Roberts Jr., At this point, I was just rather him drop the 35-pound title, say I'm not going back down there. I was just walking around at 170 before the Lipinets training camp. I can't make the weight no more. I'm dropping the belts. I'm a campaign at 140. And like I said, 140 is a danger zone. I'm trying to tell you guys. The winner of that 140-pound tournament, which I believe is going to be Ramirez or Regis Prograis, in my opinion. But the winner of that is going to be a big puncher. You know, Ramirez is a good puncher. Prograis is a good puncher. Josh Taylor's coming up. And I'm trying to tell people about Josh Taylor the way I was telling y'all about what Mikey was going to do to Broner. Josh Taylor is the absolute truth. I know he's fighting Herberto Soto, whatever reason they fighting him. But they're moving him up right. He only got 12, 13 fights. If Mikey Garcia sit at 140 long enough, I like my chances with Josh Taylor over anybody. I'm letting you know that right now. I like my chances with Josh Taylor. If he keep progressing and he shows up his chin can hold up and those skills right there, he a dog walk anybody in this division that comes to this division. You know, let him get about to 20 fights to be set. Probably not even 20. Let him get into 16, 15 fights at the end of this year. Let him fight 3 times this year, get to 15, 16 fights. I like my chances taking that guy, you know, over any of these guys. So it's 40 is a more dangerous zone for Mikey Garcia. You got bigger punches in Prograis. Josh Taylor, switch hitter, who can punch big with either hand. First guy to stop Miguel Vasquez. First guy to legitimately beat Miguel Vasquez. You got guys that's like 6'1" and Maurice Hooker. You got Rancis Bartholomew, Rennick. You got a lot of good guys that's going to be at that division that can punch and that got range. So it ain't cherry pick city there, but you know what I'm getting at.